Whoa. God damn. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. I got a message. I gotta reply to a message. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. Finally. Alright, hello. Welcome back to the TanzDev channel, a channel where we do various stuff. And yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we do Spin a Yarn. Last time was what? 8 months ago. Holy shit, 8 or 9 months ago. Damn. It's been a long time and I haven't continued. So yeah. Hello Carfin, hello. Saw the stream, yeah. Saw the stream again because I don't know, my I think my schedule got wacky again. But yeah. In case you're taking Sauro. So yeah. I'm gonna hear being your background audio. So yeah. We're going to continue Almanac of Almana. I honestly forgot like half of the plot. I remember like bits of the story. Like I remember I completely forgot the name, but I remember there's like 2 protagonists and they are a couple. They were injured when they're trying to find a rare material or item for cooking, if I remember. And then they were they got rescued by a random villager. And then they were introduced to the place where the villagers live, which, if I remember correctly, it was like ruins of the old tech. like an alien tech or an old tech from old civilization. It becomes a ruins, and they built this settlement in those ruins. I think it was like a spaceship. I think it's not even a ruins. it's a form of vehicle that has been like destroyed or sort of. But yeah, that is what I can remember. Damn. I'm not a Mokal encapsulated. What does that even mean? Mokal encapsulated. Oh my god. Hold on. Style. Hold on. I'm replying on message again. Okay. Mokal is buong puasa, eating before. Yeah, I know. I know what that means. I just like what does Mokal encapsulated means, like the whole word. I know what Mokal means, but the term is Mokal encapsulated. What does that mean? Oh man. But yeah, it is what it is. The embodiment of Mokal. Makan terus ya. Okay, let us continue the story. I think last time I was on chapter 3 and I fell asleep. And I honestly don't remember where were I? Where was I? So I'm just gonna read the entire chapter again. I believe I haven't even like finished like the whole chapter. I don't think it's even halfway. Let me skim it real quick. Oh wait, I I was actually kinda halfway. Never mind. I'm just gonna read. I'm just gonna read the entire chapter again. Anyway, this is the first Spino yarn with the new mic. So I don't know will this sounds different or not, but let's see. Let's just see. Alright, here we go. Almanac of Almana. Mere Horizon. Chapter 3. The night sky is bright. As the giant moon takes center stage, its gentle radiance casts a soft glow upon all below, transforming the landscape into a dreamscape of shadows and silver. Its pale light, like a celestial lantern, illuminates the night, revealing the contours of nature and bestowing a touch of enchantment upon the world of Almana. Starry jewels adorn the velvet canopy above, twinkling with a brilliance that would evoke a sense of wonder and awe to any bearing witness. Countless constellations from intricate patterns, their celestial dance narrating stories etched into the fabric of space. Far from the village, the negligible amount of light pollution makes way for these extraterrestrial vistas to be clear as day. Looking up, the lady in clean clothes gazes and marvels at the beauty of her revered moon and the bounty of colors above. What a beautiful night, and it isn't even a full moon yet. The moon cleric clasps her hand gently by her heart and prays but for a moment. Indeed, the blue-haired noble, with his boots soaked in moist mud, agrees without gazing up. This about a shame that we must be spending it climbing up this trail. The tall man in front of her has twigs and leaves on his hair. Though usually he would march behind her. For this, he volunteered, as the way forward is covered in vegetation. With a meat cleaver, he has been clearing the way for his dainty beloved. Had they horses, likely it would have been faster and easier to traverse this criss-crossing riverbed below. Shit. Hello. My feet. My feet got wet. I stepped on a puddle. So I had like a cold drink, and the condensation makes like a little puddle, and my feet just step on it. Anyway, well, yeah, my feet got. I stepped on a puddle of water. Okay. But as of now, according to the learned lady's navigational skills with a map and the stars, cutting through the forest would be the most direct and the fastest route. The thick brushes of leaves and bushes clear the way to the small box canyon area, where the winds howl and trees sway. The chill in the air is almost freezing. It's a wonder how it isn't winter yet. Water falls from a cave from a cave at the edge. It trickles down, forming a spring that breaks into the headwater, the start of the river. Animals that take notice and clears their way as Christoph and Alurina approach. The solid nobleman stretches after the 3-hour hike to reach the spring from the village. His accessories' faint glow illuminates the inside of his robe. Here we are again, then. The noble chef cracks his knuckles before rubbing his hands together to keep it warm from the biting cold. Seeing that her partner might feel a bit sore, she taken the initiative to warm Kristoff's back with a healing light. Feeling the weight of the 3-hour hike, she sighs. I wish Salt and Vinegar are still with us. She mourns the loss of their steeds. I know, sweetheart. The man whose eyes are copied by the night sky pulls his saddened partner in close and kisses her forehead, a gentle comfort. Below the cave, around the spring where the river forms are old, abandoned mining carts and caravans, emptied of the mining tools they once held. The cave itself shows signs of once being touched by man, as the old cart trellis and supporting arch built to support it through mining activity still stands strong. Oh, cafe ratto, allo, welcome. Bottle of Iller, not Iller, it was the condensation from my drink. I just had a cold drink. Probably the worst way to start this stream. I just torturing my throat. Okay. Among the old, abandoned mining equipment is a relatively new carriage. Although it has been toppled over and is now fallen on the ground with some of its timber broken into holes. Ropes that once attached horses as the pullers of said caravan have snapped, releasing the beast. Oh my god, what is the best position to read this? I don't feel very comfortable with holding my book with my hand. It's a heavy book, you know. Some claw marks could be seen damaging the top side of the caravan. And like it, blood splatters could be seen splashed against the rocks by the river, old and dry. Seeing the familiar vehicle, the cooking couple climbed down the side of the short cliff and examined their old caravan. On inspection of the blood on the ground, the learned lady could tell it's quite old and likely is the blood of their horses. Assuming the worst, she closes her eyes in sadness. Rest in peace, Finny. The mermaid cleric prays for her presumably dead horse. The man who stole those horses from them to begin with, however, put his hand on the mourning girl's shoulder. Do not be so hasty, Rena, my love. They are cadaver horses. They are as strong, intelligent, as fast as horses could be. For all we know, they might have escaped. He tries to cheer up his dearest partner, unable to bear the sad face she wears. Alurena looks to her beloved, the purple-orange irises of her glass, and glistens with tears. And yet, The confidence of her guiding light's face shows a genuine trust in their steed. He's not just saying it to comfort her. He truly believes they are all right. It is unknown whether Kristoff's calming expression stems from a natural charisma or more thanks to his voluntary decision. One thing for sure, however, is one look at him at times is all you need to believe in the best of what's to come. Aludina, leaning towards pessimism for most things, fell for that gentle look he gives. She's addicted to the sense of comfort and security her former student provides for her. Pushing a smile, the cleric momentarily takes off her glasses. The gentle, ocean-haired maiden wipes her tears. Alright, you're right. They've been through worse. That's the spirit. The handsome source of hope gives his partner a soft pat on the head before he looks at their old caravan. He furrows his brow a bit when he notices that all its exterior is damaged except his family crest. Something about that irks him somewhat. Although he shakes off the feeling for something more important. Oh yeah, I think I remember. We're trying to look for not we. I mean the character is trying to looking for like the same material, and they're going to use it as like some sort of like medicines or something, because I remember like there's like a disease that are going on in the village that I told you before. Like some people, including kids, are quarantined because, well, they're sick. Use it as dumbbell until it felt light, easy. Maybe I should. This. This is. I think this is almost a kilogram. Maybe 800 grams. Yeah, maybe around 800. I mean, I don't know. I never lived, so like I could be very wrong. Sorry. The perceptive cook walks around the caravan, circling it. I fear I do not know how much of our caravan we could salvage, however. Not that he knows how to fix a caravan to begin with. Their carriage, a stolen vehicle from one of the Candever soldiers encounters they face in the past, is in quite a sorry state. I'm so bad at reading, holy shit. Oh shit, sorry. On top of being toppled over, 2 of its wheels are missing, while the other 2 are cracked apart. The windows on the side of the carriage have shattered, and parts of the roofing are ripped through, exposing the wires that once connected to the shattered light fixture. The damage is too big for the mending miracles the mermaid could cast. It's apparent to both. Should there be anything left to retrieve, however, the wandering chef must still try to see. Christoph attempts to squeeze through the front opening, a hole where a door once was, despite it being laid horizontally. Be careful, Chris. The worried cleric gets ready behind him with healing in case he hurts himself on the debris. Well, he speaks without popping his head out. At the very least, an adequate amount of our food supply is still secure. It seems the cockatrice gave up halfway. Alurina grabs the hem of her dress, nervous. Is the rest box? She couldn't even finish the question. It seems the cockatrice had quite a field day with it. Drowned, perhaps, to the meats and aromatics once stored cool within. The ingenious and expensive metallic machine, once fueled by electricity to trigger a constant flow of frost magics, has not only ceased to function, but has been smashed, clawed, bent, and bashed. A struggle to open by a starving beast too strong for its own good. It has been broken quite thoroughly, I'm afraid. The cockatrice must have really tried to get in. Oh wait, the cockatrice must have really tried to get in. Aha! Or maybe, aha! Hopeful at the exclamation, Alurina approaches the window to see Christoph's upper half. Did you find something? She asks. Indeed, have a look. The overdressed scavenger hands this lady her whistle that she would once use to call on the steeds, salt and vinegar. The whistle, made of ashen wood, is carved in the shape of a white horse. Alurina hugs it tightly. It's slightly dirty, and perhaps its function no longer serves a purpose now. Yet, at the very least, she has something of sentimental value out of this. The girl fixes her red glasses, slipping off her nose. She sighs in a slight mixture of disappointment and relief. She sighs in a slight mixture of disappointment and relief. A little blessing where we find them. The gentle sister of the moon reminds herself. Indeed. Christoph gets his upper body out of the caravan, sliding off, tarnishing the back of his robe in mud and gravel. We have little payback to deal with, it seems, and I do not believe we could collect the insurance of a stolen vehicle, even if it technically belonged to the one who stole it. Christoph unhooks her dirty black robe and hangs it on one beam, sticking out of the fallen caravan like a coat hanger, hoping to retrieve it later. It waves to and fro like a glorious flag, yet still, it seems secure. The man, ready for some worthwhile assault, cracks his knuckles and neck, jogging in place to get the blood flowing in defense of the cold night. Her beloved seems ready, but seeing him so close to the cave again, and after witnessing the damages the cockatrice dealt, the moon cleric that's meant to serve as the noble sorceress as the noble sorcerer's shield suddenly has second thoughts. Fearful, she tugs on Kristoff's sleeve. Chris, are you sure we should do this? I couldn't even protect you last time. Shame washes over the girl's face as she looks down. She is supposed to be Kristoff's vanguard, his shield and protector. But she remembers how she fell first last time, being carried away by Kristoff from the ravaging beast. An outcome so rare that it dealt a blow to her confidence upon recollection. Granted, the circumstances last time were not in their favor, but she still can't help but blame herself for not successfully protecting him. I think I'm snooze soon, so I'm not your radio. It's okay, it's okay. I hope my throat. I hope you have a good rest. Hoping you have a good rest. Okay. Let me take a short break because my throat hurts. Surprise, surprise. Oh my god. Okay. Astros, yeah, I probably shouldn't had a cold drink before doing this. It's a bad move. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. I might just do like random noises while I recover for a bit. Maybe like 2 more minutes. Yeah, 2 more minutes and then I will continue. I also wanted to check some notifications because I think I get some notifications. I think I get some notifications. Oh my god. Should I get more water? Should I get anything at all? I don't know. Oh, my Twitter timeline filled with Kyla's redesign. I'll be honest, I really dig the new design. I really dig the new design. It looks much more how do I explain it? It looks much more hard labor-ish, I think. I saw like a comparison with the old model, and apparently it's much shorter now. I don't think it's because it's shorter. It's probably because a different art style. Was it the same artist? I don't know. The art looks slightly different. So yeah, I'm thinking it's probably a different artist. So the difference between heights seems, yeah, quite explainable. And yes, I do like it looks it looks much more steampunky, you know. Yeah, it looks much more steampunky, and I kind of dig that. Huh. I like all like the leather belts and stuff that attach to her tools. It's such a nice touch on like the character concept that she has, which is a blacksmith, right? And in my opinion, the new design looks much more blacksmith-ish than the old one. So yeah, I'm thinking of this as like an upgrade, you know, a development in a good way. It might be it might take some time for people to adjust with new design, because it is a full makeover on the outfit. The on the head, everything mostly the same. The only difference that I can see is the glasses. It's not just glasses now, it's goggles. And for me, it looks much cooler. And yeah, it would take some time for people to adjust to the new design, I suppose. But yeah, it is a good one. Get warm water. I don't have warm water. I'm too lazy to boil one. Because they're all my penguin furs. And yeah, a lot of people think that way as well. A lot of people thinking like thinking of penguins because of the white center and then black on the side, which just look a lot like a penguin. but I know the original design was much inspired by was it Barok? Was it Barong or Leak? I don't remember, but yeah, it's around those stuff. And I don't know if the white and the black and white color pattern and theme represent that. I'm not knowledgeable enough to see the resemblance. But if we're talking about the theme, based on the theme, the blacksmith theme, it is looking much more proper. Not really proper. It just the blacksmith vibe was much stronger. That's it. Anyway, okay, we continue. Where was I? Okay. The melancholic mermaid gasps as Kristoff quickly pulls her in for an embrace. The warmth of his body, the beating of his heart, Alurina feels it all as her head buried atop Kristoff's chest. It will not happen again. Kristoff's voice is warm and calming. His tone is smooth and gentle. It was my fault, but I promise you, my dear, we have the advantage this time. Oh, hold on. Alurina takes deep breaths, calming herself. She still has her doubts, her fears. What if she fails again? However, through Kristoff's embrace, the rhythm of his breath calms her. She will simply have to put her faith in Kristoff and her goddess Lunara. Okay. Alurina lets Kristoff go. She's ready. The nobleman with hair mirroring the night sky above takes a step back. He smiles in anticipation as his beloved begins her battle chant. Something fell. Shit. And OBS just... Anyway. Okay. The nobleman with hair mirroring the night sky above takes a step back. He smiles in anticipation as his beloved begins her battle chant. Oh, Lunara, goddess of moon and seas, bless with me with your strength, your grace, your protection. Let no harm befall me, your faithful servant. Allow me your armaments to protect those that cannot protect themselves. Let me fight and live, a shield in your name. Faint light swirls around the moon cleric. The specks of glittering light flow from the air and river, gathering around her. The light molds itself around the moon cleric, covering her violet dress in solid spiritual artifice. The faint blue light fades, leaving in its place, bluish metal armor and helm, tapered to the shape of Alurina's body. It is adorned with a mystical cape. On the other side, a black velvety hem with glitters spread across like stars on a moonless night. On the other, flowing cyan with white waves, simulating the gentle ocean, swells by a calm and sunny beach. Then a helm, perfectly fitting her head, covers her cranium, granting her the last vital protection she needs. On her right hand, she carries a long, white stone mace, as though carved from the moon itself. Meanwhile, strapped to her left arm, a tall shield, going down to her knees and engraved with the mark of the moon. Ribbons of lavender and blue, the colors associated with the moon goddess Lunara, decorates her, hanging off her waist and top of her cape. Kristoff whistles, impressed, despite saying it many times before. I cannot whistle. How do I whistle? I do not believe I will ever become quite tired of that. You know what? You know what? Rina literally henshin. Rina literally doing henshin and having like the armor strap on her, which is the divine power. Christoph wipes his glasses. Fog from the moist transformation sequence. Please, after you, says the man with renewed visual clarity. The cleric partner gestures at the metal ladder that leads up to the cave from where they are, acting the gentleman. No. Alorina shakes her head. Not this time. She pulls down at the skirt she wears, covering the gap of her thighs. Albeit covered by her armor, it still functioned and shaped very well, like a skirt. The alert skin of the Candenver's plan has been foiled. Holy shit. Oh my god, I just realized what happened. He tries to look what's inside her skirt from like climbing ladder from climbing ladders. Classic trick. Doesn't work this time though. It doesn't work this time. The tall man chuckles. Very well. Very well. We'll save that for after this over then. Christoph climbs the ladder first, this time around, leaving behind Aludina to steam inside her armor with embarrassment. Christoph's habit of teasing his lover in a more risky manner when it's just the two of them is one that oftentimes makes the cleric overwhelmed. She must not let down her guard. It seems the cockatrice isn't the only piece she'll be stuck in the mine with tonight. Yeah, I can see that. Reaching the mouth of the cavern, Christoph scans the area. The entrance, once grand and imposing, now reveals signs of wear and tear. Its stonework marred. Oh my god, OBS. Come on, man. Work with me, OBS, please. Please. Thank you. Thank you, OBS. Thank you. Hold on, I'm trying to fix things. Should be okay. Yeah, everything should be okay. Okay. Oh my god, this is bad. I'm getting sleepy. Holy shit. Anyway, let's continue. Cracks web across the weathered walls. The weathered walls and floors, evidence of seismic activity and the weight of stones above. Sections of the entranceway have succumbed to landslides. leaving a scattered cascade of rocks and debris in their wake. There are unlit torches lining the walls all the way inside. Abandoned pickaxes and shovels rust away at some forgotten corners of the cave. The mining cart trail breaks off at some parts, buried under fallen rocks or otherwise torn by scratches on the floor. The scratches, deep and jagged, bear witness to the presence of a creature endowed with immense power and fearsome claws. They stretch across the stone surfaces, forming a trail of enigmatic hieroglyphs that hint at the creature's unseen journey. The gouges are accompanied by the echoes of its haunting whispers, a secret language of unknown intent that reverberates within the abandoned mine. The sorcerer, gifted with a vision to peer through darkness, narrows his eyes. A large feather remains on the gash created by the scratches. No doubt remains now. These are made by the cockatrice. Sorry. They'd have noticed this before and be able to take note of its size had they not kept their eyes closed. Other than that, however, it seems there are no visible salt deposits near the entrance. A stark departure from what one would expect from a salt mine. The absence of salt speaks of a mystery, as if the very essence that once drew miners deep into the cracks of this dark pit has now vanished, leaving behind an enigmatic void. Although it is only natural that they have likely mined the entrance, while it remained the easiest to. Aha! So the mine does, in fact, look quite generic. The amateur surveyor with eyes of cosmic rays makes a mental note that there are no salt deposits closer to the entrance. He turns around and offers his hand to his guardian, who is climbing the ladder after him. Watch your step, my love. The fully armored cleric takes his hand and allows herself to be pulled up. Thank you. She takes the lunar mace and tower shield strap to her back and equips them again to her hands. The cave isn't as pretty as I hoped it was. Despite this being the two's second time through the cave, they first wandered in through this path with their eyes blindfolded, relying on Alurina's divination to have a mistake in hindsight. Oh my god, OBS, no! Okay, time for another break. My throat do not feel too good. Anyway, I'm starting to feel a bit sleepy again. Holy shit. I'm just gonna sit here and close my eyes for a bit. Hopefully this will eliminate the tiredness. Sorry. Ah. Oh my god. What if I sit down like this and just sleep? What would happen if I sleep without like support? Like physical support, by the way. But yeah. Man. Anyway, how was your day? I'm gonna go grab more water. Hopefully, with me moving around, it will wake up my mind, and I probably need more water than I have right now. So yeah, I'll be back. I got the water. Ow. Ow. I got the water. Wait, I got message again. Hold on. Oh my god, OBS is. What is going on with my life? Alright. Alright, let's continue. Now we are feeling more refreshed. I don't know if I can finish this chapter on the stream, but we'll try. We will try. Oh shit! Oh fuck! I dropped the book. Well, compared to you, love, nothing could be so pretty. The armored cleric taps Kristoff's shoulder. Although, with the addition of her gauntlets, it did feel more like a gentle punch. The frail sorcerer pretends it does not hurt. As one approaches the entrance, the air grows cool and moist, carrying the whispers of hidden secrets. The cave, a dark and beckoning maw, serves as the origin of the spring outside. Moisture filtered through the rocks and subterranean pools seeps gradually through the porous stone, lending the air a tangible sense of dampness. And with the walls yet to shield them from oh shit. Sorry. And with the walls yet to shield them from the elements, this close to the entrance, the man, who remains less accustomed to extreme temperatures of deep sea, shivers slightly. Perhaps he shouldn't have left his robe. The way forward is dark, too dark for most. Despite having eyes accustomed that could adapt to deep sea and low light, Alurina's eyesight could only peer so far into the darkness of the cave. Is it there? She asked, with a defensive stance to shield her love. No, not until further in, I imagine. The sorcerer's eyesight, on the other hand, is blessed with a certain bloodline that allows him to perceive darkness like they are in light. He might have terrible visual clarity in general without his glasses, but darkness, at least, is not among those obscurities. He could see all the way to the edge of the cave, which splits into forks likely 100 meters away from where they are. The child of night traces his gentle fingertips at the moist cavern walls as he examines the split. In our last encounter, we followed the fork left and found the beast rather quickly. Let us simply retrace those steps. Alurina nods in agreement, placing herself at the vanguard, trusting that her dearest would be her eyes. Not far from where the fork began, the armored maiden's dust-colored eyes lit up. She finds the colorful river rocks that she had left as a form of breadcrumb trail. To the sorcerer that thought trails would be useless while blindfolded, this was a delightful surprise. Well, bother me and change my name to Butley. Your breadcrumbs trail actually is useful, my love. He chuckles at his pleasant twist of fate. With smug pride, Alurina puffs up her chest. Looks like there are still plenty of things I could teach you, Kristoff. She smiles in earnest. Indeed, I remain eternally your student, as it seems. The apprentice, with a gentle smile, strokes the light blue hair flowing down the cleric's back beneath her helm. The two walk further and further in, trying to ignore the signs of landslides and the skeletal remains of old miners trapped under the debris. I had not realized we passed by so many casualties, Kristoff remarks, hand closing his mouth. Alurina prays for the dead with each one they pass. She wishes the moon grants them safety in their flight beyond life. Every step, the air grows thick with the scent of earth and moisture, as if the very essence of the underground world seeps into their beings. The mine's forgotten corridors echo with their footfalls, each sound reverberating through the silent depths, as if the mine itself stirs from its slumber, acknowledging their presence. As the two explorers venture further into the belly of the mine, they encounter remnants of its once bustling past. Tattered mining equipment lies discarded along a path, a testament to the toil and sweat that once permeated these cavernous chambers. They serve as a reminder of the labor that sought to extract the precious salt, a commodity that once held a great value and drove countless souls into the depths. Come 20 minutes into their trek deeper into the pits of the mine, they reach their destination. A large room filled to the brim with emerald luster salt deposits. Small crystalline cubes clump together to form spires and pillars in the cavern walls, ceilings, and floors, coating the entire room. Their semi-transparent nature reflects a limelight green and the way some of them cluster like bursting heartlight. One would wonder no more why they are compared to emeralds. The salt deposits itself is surrounded by luminescent still waters. Sounds of dripping water fill the cave alongside the humming with each droplet. Both the water and salt share a hue of light green, shimmering in the dark like jewels. Scaffoldings and ladders still prop beside some of the taller salt deposits, but many of them are even overtaken, buried by the salt they once aimed to mine. Christoph looks around in the area in awe, Alurina not far behind him. Christoph then examines one of the salt deposits, a tall stalactite of green salt that lowered near the ground of the cave all the way from the tall ceiling to this room. Parts of its body extending into small cubes. Its clear, crystalline bodies almost reflect Christoph like tiny mirrors as he looks inside the pure salt. An urge fills the curious chef as he looks deeply to the salt deposits. Alurina looks at Christoph with worry. Christoph, no, please, don't just... Not listening, like an unsupervised child, the reckless cook licks the salt. It's cold, salty, and has a very rough texture due to the cubing shape of its exterior. The deposit, pure and uncompressed, gives an almost how much salt he licked. No amount of bitterness or overwhelming saltiness strikes him. This is true luster salt. The emerald variant has been studied to have magical properties to combat foreign entities within the body. Okay, so this luster salt, right? It's not just salt. It is also medicines. That's why it becomes a huge commodity in the past, because it has that powers, you know. It's not just seasoning salt. It's medicinal salt. Wow. Alright, short break. Oh yeah, maybe at 4 I would take a long break because I need to eat. So yeah. Let's see, how many pages we still have left? We still have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pages until the end of the chapter. So I think we still have 1 more hour likely to finish the entire chapter. Okay, I got another message. I'm gonna take time to reply it. Man. Water. Anyway, are there still people here? Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody here? If you're here, say hi. If you're not here, Also say hi. I don't know how, but say hi. Okay, let me... Uh-huh. Mhm. Okay. Right. Okay. Marta Jut, mari kita lanjut. Mari kita lanjut. Marta Jut, mari kita lanjut. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Okay. The Malfarian has been studied to have magical properties to combat foreign entities within the body. This is what will save the villagers. He can't move his tongue anymore. Help! I'll help! The silly chef's tongue is frozen and stuck to the salt deposit. She latches her weapon and shield to her back and comes over to try and help her reckless baby boy. Alurina begins cupping her hand where Kristoff's tongue freezes over and tries to warm the area. She focuses and chants. A warming light radiates from her palms. Kristoff begins breathing out, trying to warm the surface as he tries to gently pull. It took some effort, but luckily, the deposit is an easier medium to work with than something like a metal pole. Kristoff is freed. He moves around his tongue and jaw before he cracks his neck in both directions. Phew. He breathes out. Thank you, Rena, my dear. That was surprisingly frightening. Alurina sighs out. Sometimes it feels like you haven't grown at all since I first taught you. Yet you have seen for yourself my physical growth, have you not, Mr. Perlescent? Kristoff teases. Alurina taps Kristoff's shin with her mace. Her face is flush red under her helm. Stop teasing me! Just because we're alone. We're in the middle of a dangerous territory, remember? Kristoff chuckles. You're so right, my queen. Speaking of, I am surprised the commotion You, the Fex Clericarex, maid, did not come to attract this piece. A subtle rumbling broke behind Kristoff. Alorina's eyes widen as her gaze slowly points up. It's right behind me, isn't it? Okay, speaks of the devil. He chinked himself. Great. Kristoff was about to be slashed away by giant claws. However, Alorina's fast reaction speed held up her shield as she pulled her darling close to her. An ear-warming shrill sound of high-pitched scratching against Alorina's metallic tower shield echoes over the cavern system, forcing Kristoff to close his ears. Oh, it's the clanging, right? The creature stomps on the salty ground, cracking parts of the deposit as it lands and splashing on the still waters that pools above it. Its heavy body creates a splash under the broken salt, displacing moisture from under the deposits. Lights from the cavern adjust, and the beast's wings spread wide. A horrible manifestation of uncategorizable horror covered in yellow and green feathers. The cockatrice's yellow-green feathers gleam with an unholy radiance, casting an eerie glow upon its immense frame. Its head, crowned with a blood-red comb and wattle, exudes an aura of dominance and malevolence, while its sharp, reptile-like eyes pierce through the depths of your soul, sending petrifying fear on sight. At first glance, the bat-like wings, marked with streaks reminiscent of shadows, appear to grant it an unnatural power of flight. The natural illusion this bird exudes is designed to confound, to sow doubt and confusion among its prey. And as your eyes wander downward, you may be lured into the belief that its bald, serpentine tail is a mere appendage of a slithering serpent. Yet, it serves as a cruel reminder that the creature's deceit. Oh my god, my leg! The creature may not be a hybrid of rooster, bat, and snake-like legends would have you believe. However, hidden beneath the seemingly harmless beak of this oversized chicken are rows of fangs meant to tear apart flesh and bone of creatures falling victim to the grab of its claws. The abomination, standing rough, that's a big chicken! 3 meters chicken! Holy shit! That's as tall as where I am right now, I think. The abomination, standing at roughly 3 meters tall, cocks its head, examining both Alurina and Kristoff. Alurina is shutting her eyes closed as hard as she could. However, Kristoff stares the oversized chicken straight in the sharpened pupils. A fearsome sight, to be sure, but one that Kristoff now knows would not turn him or his loved one to stone. Standing up from Alurina's hold, Kristoff shows a smirk. Hello again, my very friend. Glad to finally meet you eye to eye. The cockatrice's pupils dilate. It opens its mouth to roar, but Kristoff blasts a ray of glimmering darkness down its throat, letting it cough and stagger with horrendous sounds. It cannot petrify us! Yells the sorcerer, running into place. Alorina's eyes quickly open, and she wastes no time to leap at danger. She smashes the head of her mace towards the disoriented cockatrice, smacking its head aside, cracking a few of its fangs off its beak. The stony exterior of the mace has nary a scratch on it, despite the heavy impact. As the cockatrice tilts and falls, Alorina braces her shield on top of the cockatrice's head and falls above the feathered reptile, further smashing its head down with her weight. The emerald waters under them splashes. The armored cleric rolls out of the way as salt stalactites fall from the impact, raining in some parts of the cave. A large one above the cockatrice is blasted by Kristoff's celestial ray to crack and break apart, dropping down on the cockatrice. The stalactite falls with undeterred determination. Gravity as its fuel, it crashes onto the avian body with no remorse. With a loud crackling sound. Oh shit. Did you guys hear that? I'm sorry. With a loud crackling sound, the spike of stone and malice shatters apart upon impact, crumbling atop the bird after likely breaking its bones. Not giving the cockatrice a time to even let out a gasp of pain. While it's done, Alorina uses brute force to bash her mace against the cockatrice's skull and beak repeatedly. While hunting would usually involve killing your prey as fast as possible to let it stay humane, this remains a battle of life or death. If they do not give it their all, if they for a second hesitated out of mercy, they would be hunted in a matter of seconds. The durability and seething energy pierces through the air, aiming straight for the cockatrice's vulnerable heart. The cockatrice is, however, fast. Oh wait, I skip a page. Holy shit. Sorry. The durability and strength of a creature categorized as a monster must not be underestimated. Among the many dangerous fauna scattered through Almana, a cockatrice is among the nefarious ones that has taken plenty of lives throughout the world's history, even without the rumors of petrification. The cockatrice, however, would not take the beating lying down. It struggles, thrashing around its body and large chicken legs, breaking apart salt towers and forcing Alorina off its body. As quick as it fell, the cockatrice stands with flaps of its wings to balance itself. The giant wingspan of the creature beats a surprising amount of gusts in this otherwise. The cockatrice's claw drags and digs at the cavern floor as it grips the damp ground, now dusted with grains of salt. Now dusted with grains of salt. The beast is bracing itself. Its throat then bloats up like a balloon, and its beak-like maw of dagger teeth opens wide, unhinging. Kristoff's eye widened, his instinct screaming, "Cover your..." Sorry. Nah. "Cover your ears!" he shouts, covering his own. With faithful trust, Allurina covers her ears as best as she could, whilst hustling her mace and shield. The monster then unleashes a hellish, high-pitched noise reverberating in the cave, shaking its very foundation. Salt and water drops from the ceiling with intense shaking of the sound. The abhorrent roar of the beast is more akin to a scream of the damned than the crowing of a rooster. Its red comb and waddle shake violently from the pressure its own shout makes. Getting sleepy. Holy shit. The cockatrice extends its wings and as it screams. Its short feathers are colorful and vibrant. Each feather is tightly spread near each other. With the only dark hues being in the line pattern etching out from the top edge of the wing, stretching down, reminiscent of that a bat's bone in its wings webbing. All done. Alright, another break time. My eyes got sleepy again, god damn it. Goddamn, I'm getting sleepy. But I cannot sleep yet. I cannot lay down, so I will just close my eyes. Well, yeah, well, I'm doing anything. Actually, no, I'm not really doing anything. It's something that makes it so, I think. Wait, what was I saying again? I genuinely forgot. What did I say? God damn it. Okay. It's almost 4. Should I end the stream or should I finish the... I'm sleeping sitting down now. Holy shit. Eh. Dude. Eh, dingin. Oh my god. Maybe. Oh shit, I got a message. Hold on. Okay, I'ma go AFK. I'ma grab some food because maybe with me walking around it will make my blood flowing and well getting less sleepy. Alright. I'm AFK for a bit. Oh. Hey, I'm back. Oh, my mom's calling me. Hold on. Alright. Is the stream still going? I'm still live, right? Yeah. Okay. Ah, complete, halo complete. Enggak, aku nggak tidur. Aku tuh tadi lagi AFK. Aku lagi habis dari dapur. Ya, kita ambil break dulu ya, break makan dulu. Nanti habis itu kita lanjut lagi. Tinggal berapa lama ya? Tuh 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 halaman lagi, berarti setengah jam bisa sih. Harusnya ya kan, tapi kan ya begitulah. Anyway, bagaimanakah kabar kalian? Apakah yang sedang kalian lakukan? Bagi yang mau sahur, silakan sahur ya. Tanju sahur apa? Wah, sahur apa ya? Sahur apa yuk? Apakah kalian yakin aku sahur? Kok jadi gerah ya? Kok jadi gerah? Aku lagi mimpi nonton Tanzu. Waduh. Di mimpinya kamu nonton aku lagi ngapain tuh? Apakah sedang mamang gaming atau sedang yapping? Free talk yeper. Mantap, free talk yeper. Aku habis ini jadi ini ya, VTuber yapping aja ya. Sepertinya memang lebih cocok jadi yapper ya. Walaupun sebenarnya nggak ini sih, nggak terlalu kuat apa bersuara lama-lama. Oh, maka OBS. Kok kamu berulah OBS? Jangan begitu OBS. Oh my god, panas sekali. Wow. Live Kamis, wah beneran menepati janji 2 kali seminggu. Gimana ya? Yang ini gerila sih. Yang ini emang gerila gitu. Cuma yang Sabtu malam itu aku nggak tahu ya, sempet atau enggak gitu ngelihat nanti sikon gimana. Soalnya kan ada apa ya, ada kemungkinan nanti Sabtu aku nggak bisa. Nah, jadi aku malam ini itu streamnya gerila. Kalau misal Sabtu sempat ya nanti aku stream lagi gitu. Seminggu 7, 2 kali 7, 14. Bisa nggak 14 per minggu? Itu namanya tiap hari, Pak. Nggak, bukan tiap hari itu. Dua kali, apa ya, 2 kali sehari gitu. Jadi kayak minum obat. Aku nggak kuat sih kalau sesering itu. Kecuali aku dibayar buat lah kayak apa ya, dua kali sehari gitu. Aku masih oke gitu lah. Sayangnya saya tidak dibayar. Saya stream buat for fun doang. Oh, kalian kalau mau yang apa ya, yang streamnya 2 kali sehari, kalian bisa ke yang namanya Ethel Chamomile ya. Mampir aja ke channelnya. Saya ingatku dia masih stream ini sih 2 kali sehari, hampir tiap hari. Jadi ya begitu. Silakan cek dia ya. Kenapa dia bisa sesering itu ya, apa ya, karena ya dia full time gitu, dia full time streaming gitu, sementara aku kan enggak gitu. Aku kan masih ada kerjaan lain, jadi tidak bisa full time. Genre stream dia apa? Sama aja sih, variety itu. Sama variety. Cuma kan dia ini apa ya? Dibilangnya gimana ya? harus dilihat sendiri sih. Intinya dia variety, cuma lebih difokus ke ini, fokus ke gamenya apa? Gamenya nggak cuma main tapi juga bikin gitu. Jadi dia juga sering proses bikin game dia, gitu. Kayak gimana? Begitu. Kadang-kadang kadang-kadang dia stream gambar juga. Terus tiap hari apa ya? Ada kayak apa sih ya, play along gitu, audience participation, mabar bareng, tapi aku lupa tiap hari apa gitu. Yang aku tahu tiap hari Senin itu nonton meme, terus sebulan sekali itu ada charity karaoke gitu. Begitu. Jadi atau ini variety gitu. Hitungannya masih variety. Oh shit, OBS bro lah. Man. OBS becoming OBS. The most OBS. Apakah dia momi wajib ya? Wajib nggak tuh? Kayak Tansu enggak. Dia vibe-nya lebih ke ini sih, ke cici-cici gitu. Kayak ke dia vibe-nya lebih ke cici-cici ya. Kalau yang cowok kan koko ya. Kalau yang cewek nih cici-cici gitu. Nah, perasaan apa ya, aku terbiasa aku nggak apa ya, tiap stream itu nggak selalu merasa ini sih emak-emak banget gitu. Kayak kalau aku ngomong tuh nggak seemak-emak itu ya. Seringnya ya nggak seemak-emak itu. Nggak tahu sih kalau kalian gimana ngeliatnya. Tidak mami aku tidak akan loyal. Waduh, kamu nyarinya yang tua-tua ya komplit. Apakah berarti kamu suka dengan yang tua-tua? Bentar guys, emak ngecat. Mama telepon. Tapi kan sambil makan. Aku tuh punya panutan di anime yang aku banget. Dia Yoshida dan dia lebih memilih yang berlian. Lebih bagus ketimbang emas sempurna. Padahal yang emas lebih gampang didapat. Bentar, gimana? Aku masih nggak ngerti nih. Ini maksudnya gimana? Bisa tolong disederhanakan lagi? Soalnya aku masih belum menangkap. Lihat perbandingannya, yang emas aja udah sempurna tapi dia lebih pilih yang lebih bagus. Berarti daripada milih yang sempurna, dia lebih milih yang di bawahnya sedikit gitu ya. Karena apa ya, lebih ada tantangannya gitu. Iya enggak? Kayak itu enggak? Aku sih nangkepnya gitu ya. Itu anime yang main pungut anak SMA. Tahu kan Higehiro? Enggak. Aku nggak tahu. Aku tidak nonton anime sesering itu, jadi aku kurang tahu. Oh my god. Bentar guys, sampai habis nih. Lihat nih perbandingannya. Yang Mas bisa ngelakuin pekerjaan rumah, bisa masak, bertanggung jawab, dan mandiri. Itu sempurna buat spek istri, sementara yang berlian, bos kantor, lebih tua, pedulian, beruang. I see. Oh ya, aku ngerti. Aku baru nangkep. Ya. Berarti apa ya? Komplit ini lebih milih yang emas ya. Kalau Yoshida kan dia lebih ngincar yang berlian gitu. Nah, kalau berarti kamu lebih ke ini ya, ke emas dong ya. Aduh, lobet pula. Oh, pilih berlian juga. Berarti milih yang ini ya, yang lebih berpengalaman gitu. I see. Ternyata seleranya komplit seperti itu. Wah, tak kusangka. Tapi yang anime-nya katanya ada 2 jalur. Satu sama si cewek SMA, 2 sama si bos kantor. I see. Kira-kira nih ya, menurutmu Kenapa kenapa buat dirimu itu yang spek berlian itu lebih menarik? Kenapa? Aku penasaran nih. Tumpah lagi. Dan. Aku sih ikutan pilihan panutanku doang. Kalau Yoshida alasan berarti apa ya, ikut-ikutan aja gitu ya. Kalau Yoshida alasan dia lebih pilih berlian karena satu, nggak suka anak kecil, dua, berisi is better. Waduh. Tiga, emang suka pada pandangan pertama. I see. Aduh, pertama kali lirik langsung menarik nih cewek kan. Terus ya juga kebetulan lebih tua, dan lebih berisi gitu ya, makanya dia bisa suka gitu. Tapi kakak beneran nggak tahu Higehiro pasti beneran. Iya beneran aku nggak tahu. Bentar aku coba cari ya. Higehiro. Oh ini tuh Higehiro. Aku familiar sama ceweknya sih, tapi aku nggak tahu apa dia nih dari series apa gitu. Kayak pernah lihat di mana gitu. Jadi ini yang cewek SMA-nya, terus ini yang ibu bosnya gitu kan. Oh alah, ternyata seperti itu. Ternyata seperti itu. Ternyata Wah, anjir. Kok ada Dakimakuranya? Aku scrolling ke bawah tiba-tiba ada gambar Dakimakuranya anjir. What the hell? Dia makin banyak. Ada lagi. Bro. Ada figurnya nih. Lucu. Yang si ceweknya lagi jongkok. Damn. Damn. Oh, Aruto, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ay salamat na pagi. Wahai Kisana. Oke, makan udah. Udah, mari kita lanjut. Oke. Mari kita lanjut. Nah, udah makan, sudah lebih berenergi kan. Oke, next. Tadi sampai mana ya? Lupa. Oke. Okay. Christoph and Alurina were essentially stunned as they reeled from the scream. Though they stayed that way for barely a second, it was enough for the creature to swathe Alurina down with a flip of its long, tough tail. Alurina's metallic armor grinds against the coarse surface of the cavern ground, sparking embers. Slight parts of her thigh, between her greaves and skirt, not covered in armor, is grazed by the impact. Hold on. Okay. Rina! Christoph shouts in frustration as he sees his beloved slapped down like nothing. As Alurina struggles to regain her footing after being kicked away by the cockatrice, Christoph takes a step forward, his eyes filled with determination. He refuses to let their adversaries' counterattack go unanswered. The sorcerer's hands shimmer with dark energy, and he focuses his concentration on summoning a surge of power. With a resolute grunt, Christoph channels his knightly sorcery. He extends his palms toward the groggy cockatrice, and from his fingertips emerge tendrils of black and blue celestial energy, swirling and coalescing into a formidable lance of pure night. Glittering colors dot the lanes like galaxies swirl within it. His heart racing, Christoph thrusts the lance forward, its blazing tip hurtling through the air like a comet. The hot, seething energy pierces through the air, aiming straight for the cockatrice's vulnerable heart. The cockatrice is, however, fast. It dodges despite its disorientation. The lance stabs its prey, although not quite at the vital mark Kristoff had hoped, puncturing the creature's feathery chest with a burst of dark radiance. Its high temperature burns through the feathers that came into contact within it. Maple, welcome. Aduh, senggol. Hello, welcome. Baca apa nih? Kita baca Almanac of Almana, Mirror Horizon. Kita membaca Mirror Horizon. Jadi ini tuh novel bikinan temanku. Sebenarnya aku dapat novel ini dari tahun kemarin sih, cuma belum ku selesaiin ya. Belum sempat ku selesaiin gitu. Aku nggak tahu sih masih apa sih dia masih jual kopiannya apa enggak gitu. Soalnya ini tuh apa ya yang aku dapat ini itu tuh dia self release gitu. Ini dia self print gitu. Jadi ini nggak lewat publisher. Ini dulu dia jual di CF. Dia jual di CF. Nah terus dia kasih satu ke aku gitu. Jadi aku kayak like for real. Coba baca-baca ala-ala ASMR. Aku nggak tahu caranya gimana. Emang gimana cara ASMR gitu? Kayak gini kah? The cockatrice is, however, fast. It touches despite its disorientation. The lance stabs its prey, although not quite at the vital mark Kristoff had hoped, puncturing the creature's feather chest with a burst of dark radiance. Gitu ya. Ya, masalahnya ini adegannya lagi battle gitu kan. Adegannya lagi battle, jadi kalau pakai suara ASMR agak aneh. Ya nggak sih? lagi gelut soalnya. Ini ceritanya ini sekarang nih protagonisnya ini nih lagi gelut sama apa sih? Kalau tahu apa ya istilahnya cockatrice gitu. Cockatrice jadi ayam yang buntutnya ular gitu. Kalau penuh dengan dramatis bisa nggak? Dramatisnya kayak gimana dulu nih? Aku tuh kurang bisa dramatis karena aku nggak mau terlalu berisik gitu. Aku tidak mau terlalu berisik soalnya posisi tetangga agak lumayan deket nih. Suara aku nanti bocor keluar soalnya. Oh Alan, halo, welcome. Nah kan masih subuh juga kan, nah itu. Kecuali kalau aku di tempat yang kayak studio gitu loh, kayak studio yang akustik treatmentnya bagus. Terus juga emang tempatnya buat berisik gitu. Jadi kan nggak bakal diprotes kalau berisik ya. Hai. Oke, lanjut ya. Roaring in pain and fury, the cockatrice recoils, its screech reverberating through the cavern. The deafening sound sends shockwaves rippling across the wet ground, disorienting both Alurina and Kristoff yet again. Although without the initial inhale, its scream is not as deadly. It was still enough to make them stumble, momentarily stunned by the sonic assault. Regaining his focus despite the dizzying scream, Kristoff calls upon his innate magic once more. With a wave of his hand, he conjures a swirling vortex of frigid darkness. He hurls the spiraling space of frost forward, like a circular saw of uncaring winter. It strikes the bird. The cockatrice howls in panic as the freezing winds spiral around the beast, encasing it in a chilling prison that restricts its movements. Seizing the opportunity, Alurina rises from the wet ground, her resolve reforged. She charges toward the weakened cockatrice, then leaps up a raised salt deposit, taking a strategic higher position. With her mace gleaming in the dim light, she readies herself to give an onslaught to the cockatrice, with its head now at striking range. With every ounce of strength, she swings the moon-carved weapon, delivering powerful blows upon the creature's battered head, assaulting it with unending force. The cockatrice screams and staggers, its movements sluggish and uncoordinated. Its claw desperately scratches at the ground below it. It desperately tries to break free from the icy grip, but the frigid vortex holds it in its cold embrace. Kristoff begins to sweat as he clutches the air, exerting force to crush the monster with his Disc of Night. Sensing their advantage, however, Alurina and Kristoff lock eyes, their unspoken bond guiding their next move. In a coordinated assault, the sorcerer releases the bird from its prison to unleash a final surge of dark energy. His palms radiate with intensity as he conjures a swirling tempest of black and blue rays. The celestial power surges forth, engulfing the cockatrice in a maelstrom of searing, otherworldly energy, giving it no choice to regain its stability on the uneven cavern ground. As it is pushed back, the 3-meter abomination trips on a broken mining cart and falls over, splashing the ground once more. The battle reaches its climax as the combined might of Alurina's relentless mace strikes and Kristoff's devastating sorcery converge upon the cockatrice. The creature's defiant screech fills the air one last time before Alurina hops on top of the creature and swings down her mace one last time, cracking the creature's skull. Black ooze sullies the lime-colored waters below. Silence descends upon the cavernous battlefield as the defeated cockatrice's body relents, its once formidable presence reduced to stillness. They are victorious, a fight guided by their unwavering trust in another and the harmony of their movements. The lovers smile at each other from afar as the cleric climbs down from the monster in a breath of relief tension. It's battle time, but the BGM is so cheerful. Yeah. Oh yeah, next time I should like set up the proper BGM. But the thing is, like, to have the proper BGM, I need to read the story first, which is that's kind of the point of the entire stream, to read the story, figure out the story as well. So yeah. But looking for the monster in a breath of relief tension. But Kristoff's eyes dilate in horror. The creature, with its head caved in, raced silently behind Aludina. Before Kristoff could scream his warning, Aludina was slashed aside. She crashes onto a salt pillar and breaks it. Kristoff looks at the bird wyvern he's facing against. The cockatrice is barely balanced. It's tilting from side to side. Weakened, to say the least. Almost undead in nature. But that doesn't matter. Kristoff has had enough of this stupid bird. Kristoff holds his hands together and focuses his gaze at the bird. His artifacts, the boons of TanzDev, begins to shine. His eyes, necklace, and pin all glow in unison, mesmerizing blue circles around him. The cockatrice cowls. Its brainless body spurts back black ooze from the hole in its head and begins rushing at Kristoff. Aludina regains herself, but could see that it is over. It's always over when his eyes say it's over. As the cockatrice came closer, Kristoff paid close attention. A slight error in the bird's step is to come. A certain instinct tells him so. As the beast slips on a shallow puddle, Kristoff lets go of his hold. Bristling lances of ephemeral black and blue rains forth. In catered precision, it dots the creature's neck and legs, severing it in an instant. The giant bird's body, with its limbs severed, drops on the wet ground, sliding towards its killer like a bloodied clump of wings and torso as the legs and head are left behind. Kristoff steps aside calmly, letting the monster's body to slide on the ground beside him and crash into the wall of salt behind him, breaking apart more salt deposits and burying itself in dirt and debris. The sorcerer, with glowing eyes, then casually walks toward Aludina and offers her his hand. The fury in his blazing blue eyes gently fades into its warming, default state. This isn't the first time Aludina sees a glimpse of Kristoff's power. Though he's childish, and at times foolish, she must not forget that he is a TanzDev. He is a son of whose bloodline inherits the strength of stars. Aludina herself, being a mere cleric of For the Moon, would not even come close to comparison. And yet, despite the tug of fear in the back of her mind, the man who extends his hand to her, he is someone she knows is so lucky to have. He is one who she would never leave, one who she will faithfully trust. Thoughts of comfort flow in her mind as she realizes the battle is over and all that is left is the gentle, uncallous hand of her beloved. Are you alright, my love? The air around Christoph is cool, as it always is whenever he exerts his full strength. However, the tone of his voice is warm, so warm that Alurina could not help but smile as she took his hand. I am now that you're here. Christoph's cheek glows red. Now who's teasing who? He chuckles, pulling his love up to his height. Alurina's armor and weapons fade as moonlight where she stands. You deserve to be teased after willingly bringing us back here. The mermaid chuckles as she sits down on a knee-length rock. She takes off her shoes and dips her feet in clear emerald water, one of the few left untarnished by the creature's blood. Christoph, taking a break from the fight, joins his beloved. Taking off his boots beside him, he sits with the gentle cleric on the rock, dipping his feet on the naturally salted still water. Alurina rests her head on his shoulder. What now? Christoph looks at the salt around him, and then at the pre-cut chicken behind him. I think I have an idea. As the sun has risen, As the sun has risen, the two of them wipe the beads of sweat off their forehead. It is done. Christoph takes the lid off his large wok, revealing the brown, coarse pile of salt inside. With a big spatula, the chef in black overcoat wipes the salt aside to reveal a parcel inside, and he takes it out by pulling the string, tying it together with the spatula. The beautiful sauce chef then cuts the parcel as soon as it is taken out with a long paring knife. Wow! At first, she's mesmerized by the glistening giant chicken dish in front of her, and then the smoky sweet aroma hits her nose. Christoph, however, wastes no time. He pulls the chicken up, the caramelized essence of the gigantic chicken dripping down like oil. He takes that with a spoon and tastes it. He nods in confirmation as the sweet salt and umami flavor tickles his palate. The chef then uses a ladle to start taking the hot juices and mixing it in with a galangal sesame oil mixture as sauce. On the other hand, Alurina focuses herself again, and with hands blessed to be heat resistant, she pulls apart the chicken. The meat, by now, is so tender that it pulls incredibly easily. She almost drools as each tear into the meat wafts an aromatic scent straight to her nostrils. In a big plate, Alurina and Christoph begin plating the torn chicken meat, stacking it and piling it before Christoph then pours bowls of the sauce over the meat. Lastly, using the soft golden skin to cover it and placing its disjointed wing beside it, making the dish now, again, closely resemble the silhouette of a chicken. The finished dish glistens under the sun. Its moist, juicy meat and skin practically drips with flavor. The coloration on the meat is a clean, tender white, while the skin retains a golden brown. Salt-baked cockatrice, Christoph nods. We should try it first before serving it to the villagers, says Alurina with a gleeful smile. Christoph nods. Indeed. Served with a steaming bowl of rice retrieved from their recovered food supply, the two of them begin eating the dish with two steel sticks clasped around their fingers. It tastes rich and unbelievably juicy. The tender cockatrice meat melts in the mouth alongside the fluffy rice, giving a wholesome, almost sweet bomb of flavor that coats their entire tongue. Before realizing it, the two of them had finished their bowl of food. That was... The full half fish lies on her back. Really good. Indeed. The proud chef nods. It was... But then, a sharp pain began to attack his stomach as somewhat bitter aftertaste wrangles around his mouth. Oh no, what did I do wrong? He stands up, rushing to the bushes. Alurina could only look in horror. She knows it's coming to her soon. The dish looks so delicious and harmless, but still, she should have chanted a spell to detect the toxin. She closes her eyes, regretting her mistake. Christoph is someone she would have to compete faith in. Sometimes, this is a fact pattern. And that is Mirror Horizon Chapter 3 completed. Hey, we're on page 74. And the word for the chapter is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. I don't know how to pronounce this. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. I don't know. And yeah, this is like, I think this is around 10. Yeah, around 10 to 13%, 13 or 14% of the whole book. So we still have a long way to go. Where's my bookmark? There you go. And yeah. So yeah, that was chapter 3. No, not half. Not half. We still have around maybe 85% of the whole book. We just read like a 10th of the book in like 3 parts. So yeah, it's gonna be 1 part of stream per chapter. So there's gonna have a lot of parts. I think, if I remember correctly, there's like 13 chapters in here. Wait, is it 13? Oh wait, no, it's 25. This has 25 chapters. So this stream is going to have 25 parts. Because it took me 2 hours to read an entire chapter. But the thing is, like, I read it verbally, you know. If I just read it, it would be much faster than just like reading it out loud. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. I remember chapter 1 we focused on like the background story of not really background story. It's more like the introduction of the protagonist. That was in chapter 1. So who is Christoph? Who is Alurina? Who there was and what they are doing right now. So chapter 1 is on that. And then chapter 2, it introduces the village that they stumbled upon. They walk around the village, meeting some people, and then they figure out there is a problem in the village. There's like a problem that they probably can solve. And then in chapter 3, they decided to go back to the quote-unquote lair of the cockatrice and try to beat it to find certain materials that they could use as a medicine. As a medicine, yeah. So that's my current takeaway of the story. It's interesting. The development is pretty slow, but it's important, right? It's a 20 chapters of book. There's like, how many pages was this? There are 600 pages. 600 pages. And I just went through 74. So we still have a lot. Yeah. But yeah, that was Mirror Horizon Chapter 3. And yeah, if you're curious about the story, you can check out the book. It is self-published, so I don't know if he still have if the author still have the copy. So yeah. I'm still going to make these streams every once in a while. This is just like an intermezzo to sprinkle up the contents, you know. So one time I do this, the other time I do that, and blah blah blah. So yeah, this is going to be carried for like a long time. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in for the night. Thank you for tuning in for the night. We have Corfin. Thank you, Corfin. Thank you, Cafe Lato. Thank you, Complete. Thank you, Arto. Thank you, Alan. And thank you, Maple. And yeah. as well. Yes. Hi. So yeah, if you like what you see on the stream, you can click the like button below. And while you're right there, why don't subscribe? And turn the notification on so you'll get notified whenever I make something new. Yeah, last but not least, again, thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'll see you guys in another video, short stream, or whatever I will make next. Alright, see you another time. Bye bye. 我吃蛋酥，我吃蛋酒，我吃蛋酒，拜拜，拜拜。